What is up, guys? It's me back with another video. Hope you guys are having a great week, day, night, whatever, whenever you're watching this. Hope you're having a great time. For this week and this video, the main gist is gonna be me grocery shopping. I'm gonna take you through me going on a few errands, grocery shopping for this week or the next few days, and kind of explain my mindset when I'm going through the grocery store and what I'm looking for, and my reasoning behind some of the foods I eat. That will hopefully that'll kind of give you like inside my mind of when I'm bulking up like this or lean bulking, what I'm looking for and what you might want to implement into your own lean bulk. I will also kind of talk about like how I change those grocery store trips like during a cut, because I think that's like something super easy to screw up, is going to the grocery store and just like especially when you're hungry and you're cutting down and you just buy random things and because you're hungry, and then you start snacking, and that's a no-go. So anyways, I'm gonna head to the first grocery store. I think I'm gonna stop at Costco first, and I will take you through that. Alright guys, just finished up at Costco. I will go through what I got. Sorry I didn't film in there, felt a little off, and I'm also it was super quick, so I figured I'd just explain in the car. So I started off, got some eggs, about this is 4 dozen eggs. I do about 6 a day, so that'll last me like 8 days usually. And then I also went ahead and got some egg whites, avocado oil, which is just what I use in the pan. It's like the spray kind, so it's like no calories, I guess. But yeah, I got some egg whites. I'm glad they had those in stock. And then I literally just got 15 pounds of 91.9 ground beef. I like getting my ground beef from Costco because it's a lot cheaper than other stores, definitely. And it comes in those like frozen packs, so it's a lot easier to, I don't know, like store and stuff like that. It's not like the fresh stuff. Tastes the same, macros are the same, so I don't care, I get it here. But so pretty boring at Costco. However, one thing I did buy at Costco that is gonna change the game in every aspect of my content on every platform is this, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I mean, I've been looking at this thing for a long time, and if I really want to commit to this content thing, it's about time I get a proper setup for not just me, but you guys. I want the content to get better. I want the video quality to get better. I want the audio to get better. And making a purchase like this will keep me accountable and help me put out better content for you guys. So I bought that. It was a big deal for me, at least. I don't know, you guys might not care, but it was a big deal for me, and I'm super excited to start using this for content. I've seen reviews on it. I've seen other gym, not just content creators, but gym content creators use it, and it's definitely next level. So I'm super excited to start using that. Once I finish up at this next store, which I'm about to go to, I'm gonna go home and set this up, and I will do a clip with this to see the difference in this video. So we'll see if you guys can notice the difference. Please let me know in the comments if you think this is worth it later on in the video. Alright guys, second and final grocery stop done. Just went to like a regular grocery store because I don't want to buy all my stuff in bulk. But Costco is awesome. Probably my favorite place in the world right now, other than the gym and my kitchen. But so anyways, in that bag is seriously just a bunch of steamable broccoli, like in the bag. You can steam it, you just microwave it in the bag. I have that with all my like ground beef meals. Kind of gives me like a little bit of greens in my diet. When you're boring and you're eating like healthy, I guess you can say, I like keeping a little bit of greens in my diet, fiber, stuff like that. It makes me feel like I'm healthy. So it might just be a mental thing, like, because it's just like a little bit of vegetables, but it makes me feel better and it tastes good. So I do that. And then there's also some no sugar added barbecue sauce. I add that to like 90% of my meals. So I run through that a lot, but it's pretty cheap. So I just get a bunch of those. I wish Costco sold no sugar added barbecue sauce, but I don't think they do. They just sell regular barbecue sauce, so that kind of sucks. Anyway, and then I'm sure you saw I got 2 gallons of water because I drink out of my gallon, and I refill it a few times, but I don't like just keeping that same one for too long, so I'll replace it every once in a while, probably like every 2 to 3 days, maybe 4 if I'm like too lazy to go to the store. But yeah, I don't like using them too often because I don't know, it's like a mental thing. I don't want the plastic to start like deteriorating into my water, so that might be pointless, but I don't mind replacing it every few days. It's pretty cheap. It's like $2 for a new bottle. So I do that. Anyways, I am headed home right now. Gonna get a meal, and then I will talk to you more in a little bit. What is up, guys? Back home from grocery shopping. I'm eating my food right now. It's just ground beef, rice, broccoli, basic stuff. I'm basically having this like 3 times per day at this point, just because it's easy and I'm lazy. And that when you're just able to cook stuff fast and like heat it up in the microwave and meal prep on a bulk especially, it helps you a lot, because the last thing you want to do is like not really want to eat and have to cook food and do all this. Makes everything 10 times harder. But so I'm eating this right now. You guys just saw the grocery haul. I am sorry it was so boring. I know it was boring, but honestly, I don't really know how else you can make a grocery haul fun when you're eating the way I'm eating right now. Kind of is just like the way stuff goes. Especially like when you're only eating ground beef, rice, and broccoli like 3 out of the 4 meals a day, and then the other meals are eggs and potatoes in the morning. Like, you guys saw basically everything I eat. The only thing I didn't buy was like potatoes and stuff like that. So, it's just a part of this like lifestyle that I'm trying to live. It is definitely not for everyone. That is what I can say. This is not like eating like this and working out this hard and cardio in the mornings and stuff like that is not for everyone. But if it is for you, or anything that I'm talking about seems even somewhat interesting, I highly recommend you just go full force and do it, because diet is 100% like a huge portion of like your fitness goals. Like, obviously, if you're not working out, a diet can still help you lose weight. Like, it's just the way your body works. And one thing I noticed in the past like 5 years that I've been working out, or not 5 years, yeah, I guess 5 years now, wow, is the second I started focusing on my diet was the second like my physique just completely became like, oh yeah, he definitely works out, or yeah, he looks super fit. But when I was like being super relaxed about my diet and not focusing on it enough, I just didn't look great. I didn't feel great. I didn't look great. And then I was like constantly chasing like a physique in the gym, but I was completely neglecting the biggest part of that physique. And so like about a year, not even a year ago, like probably 9 months ago was when I really started tracking every calorie, like figuring out what my maintenance is, definitely getting enough protein in, which I'm sure I was doing beforehand, but like tracking it makes it so much better because at least like for sure. But once I started tracking my calories, everything became easier. Gaining weight became easier. Losing weight became easier. Like all that stuff, and knowing like what you were eating in the day makes so many factors like a lot easier, because if you're cutting down, for example, and you just say, oh, okay, I'm going to eat less, it's way different than like, oh, I know I need to lower it by like 200 calories of carbs, or I need to like eat one serving less of rice, or one serving less of this in the morning, or a few less eggs. It's just way easier to sorry, I got sidetracked. This little guy was trying to say hi to the camera, and I'm sure back there you can see his brother. Those are my cats. Champ was the far one, and Bob was this close one. They're awesome. Keep me occupied when I'm so locked in like this. So sorry, I just got sidetracked, but what was I talking about? Oh yeah, like tracking your calories makes every portion of like working out just easier. If you're dieting down, it's easier to understand like, oh, why am I not losing weight anymore? I'm still doing as much cardio, or I'm still eating less food, and it's like it keeps you like on track, it keeps you consistent, and it gives you more information. It's a lot of work to track every calorie and weigh out your food and stuff like that, and that's why so many people don't do it. But I mean, since I started doing it, gaining weight, losing weight, like kind of giving your body like a recomposition, or like you're holding more water, or like little things like that people don't even think of, it has changed so much, because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm holding more water the next morning and I weigh more because I had extra sodium, or I don't know, I ate more carbs, and so like the water I drank the day before is like holding in my body better, or like more. And it's just like little things like that have really just like given me way more motivation in the gym, because I understand nutrition now. Like when you understand that nutrition that you're putting in your body, and then you're working out and you're using all that like nutrition and stuff like that properly, it makes you so much more like focused on the gym. I don't know, it's a weird feeling for sure, but it has changed the way I started working out. I know I'm rambling a lot right now, but I think like grocery shopping and like keeping your diet clean, like it doesn't have to be like that Instagram wood cutting board steaks, avocado, honey drizzle on everything, like blueberries and ground beef. Like it doesn't have to be that fancy like stuff. Like your body is simple, like to an extent. If you're getting the vitamins you need and the macronutrients you need, then you're kind of hitting most of the boxes. There's a reason why like bodybuilders are able to gain weight and gain muscle and work out effectively when they're eating like chicken and rice. Like it's a stereotype, obviously, but it's just kind of true. Like they're focusing on the very basics of nutrition. Whereas like people that are Instagramming their big steak in the morning with the fruit, they're just doing that to seem cool. Like you're getting the same fats, protein, like carbs from the fruit as anyone. It's just like you're making it pretty for Instagram and your content. But bodybuilding and like the journey of eating this much is not always pretty. So that's kind of what I am trying to show you with like some of these grocery hauls and like my food. I'm sure soon I'll do a full day of eating, even though you guys, it's probably going to be boring too. But I want to kind of show you guys that whole, every like aspect of that. It's what has made me grow so much as a person not just physique, but like mentally, like it's a battle for sure. And doing that really has benefited me, and I think it could benefit anyone who's watching this. If you're even somewhat interested in like bodybuilding or just feeling better as a person, whether it's like losing weight, because I've lost weight. I mean, I don't know how much you guys know this, but I used to be 220 pounds when I was like going into my senior year of high school. So about like 5 years ago, and probably more like 5 years ago. And I didn't work out at all. I was very fat. I was, for lack of better terms, I was so unhealthy. It was a horrible, like looking back on it, I was like, oh my gosh, how did I end up like that? And it was just because I was not paying attention to my nutrition, and sure, eating less. And when I started working out, it changed my life. But if I had just started tracking that from like the beginning, or like dieted like properly and cleanly, I could have saved more muscle. Like I dieted at the beginning very aggressively because I just wanted to get rid of the fat and like look better. But looking back 5 years ago, I'm like, sure, it worked. And I'm like, I'm so glad I did it, but I could have done it smarter. And that's kind of what I'm like getting into now. I want to diet smarter. I want to bulk smarter. I've done my dirty bulks. Trust me. I have done them. And I'm sure if you look at some of my content on like TikTok and stuff, you'll see my dirty bulks. But you just gotta, I want to do all that better. If you can do it better. Like there's always a better way to do stuff if you're like trying. And I think eating clean like this is the better way for me to put on like lean muscle right now when I'm trying to gain some muscle and bulk up. I think it's going to work a lot better, and my physique's going to like really grow this off season. Because this is the first time that I'm really doing it like perfectly, or like as close to perfect as I can. And so anyways, I really just rambled on that. Sorry about that. But anyways, track your calories if that's something you really like. You want to dial in your physique. It's simple as that. Like understanding calories and understanding nutrition will save your physique more than any like cut, bulk, more muscle, like any of that. It will transform the way you look, and then you can build up from the ground up. Just like diet-wise, body-wise, all that stuff. Get the basics in first, and I think tracking your calories is a big, big portion of that so many people don't do. Anyways, I'm going to eat this. I'm starving. I'm sure I'll update you guys at some point later in this video. I'll probably do like some workout videos later on. Maybe a few more rants. Who knows? But tomorrow is arms and shoulders, so I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna see some content from that. Also, this was filmed on the new camera I just showed you guys I bought. Not sure how good it looks, like if it's better, if it's worse. Please let me know in the comments if you care to let me know. But I'd love to hear your feedback. And anyways, yeah, I'm gonna eat this. I will catch you guys soon. What is up, guys? It is the next morning. This new camera, by the way, is awesome. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's like tracking my face. It's kind of cool. Anyways, I'm getting ready for some morning cardio, and I figured I'd just show you like what I sip on. So I like sipping on electrolytes in the morning, just because I'm like super dehydrated. Obviously, everyone is like after you sleep. Sorry if I sound tired. I am tired, but it happens. Anyways, yeah, so I'll just sip on that throughout my whole like morning cardio thing. And Sometimes I'll do caffeine in the mornings, since today's just cardio and abs and not. But if it was like cardio, and some leg workouts or shoulder workouts to kind of like catch up on my lacking body parts, then I would do some caffeine. But yeah, so I'm gonna head to the gym and I will update you guys when I'm done. What's up, guys? Just finished cardio. That was awesome. Cardio abs. Now I remember why I did not hit abs like ever before like I started really focusing on them, because ab training is probably my least favorite, but I know it's like the biggest downside on my physique, so I'm really trying to bring it up in this off season, I guess you could call it. Yeah, so did cardio. Now I'm gonna go home and eat. I will show you guys that. And yeah, make sure you do your cardio every day, because it is really great for your heart, really great for your health, and it keeps you lean when you're eating a lot of food. So keep that in mind. What's up, guys? Got back from cardio, made my breakfast, 6 eggs, egg whites, and 500 grams of potatoes that I cut up and air fried. Yeah, so that kind of does it for this morning. I got work later. And then today we are hitting arms and shoulders. So that's going to be a really good workout. And I will show you guys the pose down with this new camera and the better quality after the workout. But yeah, so I'm gonna eat this, and the next thing you guys will see will be post arm and shoulder workout. What's up, guys? Back from work. Finally, I got off. Now it's time for some arms and shoulders. I'm so excited to work out. Like I'm tired, but I'm over work. I'm done working for the next like 2 days, so that's gonna be really awesome. I get to kind of just relax and work out, but I gotta get changed out of these work clothes, so let's try this out. Boom, and just like that, we are ready for the gym. This is like my favorite time to work out of like all the days that I work. These like weekdays I get off at 3. Working out right after is honestly like the best timing. I don't know why. I have like 2 meals in me, because I eat one here at work after breakfast that you saw earlier, and it's like 2 meals, like a good amount of water, like it all just flows really well. Like it's not too much food. I'm not like hungry. I'm ready. Like it's a perfect timing. So these days are real. Like I love working out on these days for sure. But I got my pre right here, and I also have a little Rice Krispie treat for a little pre-workout, quick digesting carbs. But yeah, I'm gonna kill this arm and shoulder workout. I can already like tell I'm ready for this. You guys are gonna see a crazy pose down. Like I don't even think you guys are ready for this pose down. It's gonna be nuts. But I need to go to the gym right now because I'm ready for this. Anyways, next you will see me posing down post arm and shoulder day, and I can already tell I'm not even there, and I can already tell the pump's gonna be crazy. So be ready for that. Oh, what's up, guys? Just finished up that workout. As I'm sure you saw, that was nuts. That was probably one of the best shoulder workouts I've gotten in a long time. Oh my gosh. Like, arms was good, but shoulders was like a different level. Like, I don't even want to lift my arms right now. And that's great because I'm trying to improve my shoulders. Like, my arms are like a good size, but my shoulders are like, they don't stick out enough for my arms for what I think. So I've been trying to work on those, but that was nuts. That was so awesome. I can't even think right now, sorry. Wow. Yeah, so finished that up. That was crazy. The best part about being bulked up, or bulking up, honestly, is not like, oh, you like feel better in the gym necessarily. You like, when you're wearing like a big shirt, like this is an XL shirt, like you look bigger through shirts, like through clothes. People like think you look bigger, you think you look bigger just because you have so much like carbs and you're like wider. Like everything feels like you look better through a shirt. It's like crazy. Like you honestly feel like way bigger. But when you're cut down, you only feel good or like look good when you're not wearing a shirt. So that's like kind of where it's a trade-off. Like, would you rather everyone see you like when you walk around and like think you're big and you think you look big through a shirt, or you think you only look good when you're not wearing a shirt when you're cutting? I don't know. I love both, but this is like, I remember this feeling from like last bulk. It was so awesome, and it's awesome right now. Anyways, I'm gonna go home, protein shake, meal. I think honestly that's gonna be it for this video. I think I got everything in I wanted to for this video. With this new camera, I'm gonna try and force myself to like film a lot more. I want to like film a lot more of this journey than I was planning to. I think I'm gonna start doing videos Tuesdays and Fridays, guys. So I know it's a small channel, but it's starting off, like it's making that schedule early, I feel like. So Tuesdays and Fridays, I'm gonna do my absolute hardest to like best to get videos out. I'm gonna try and keep them interesting, but I also just like kind of want to keep this realistic. I don't want to like just have videos of me doing stuff I wouldn't normally do. I want this to be like something I can look back on and like see it as a journey documentation, and not so much like, oh, I was like trying to create like fancy blown up content, because that's not who I am, honestly. Like that's not what I'm into. Like I like just this stuff. Like this stuff interests me, and it doesn't have to interest you, but I kind of want this channel and like this to be a documentation of like my interests and like talking about my interests. Like I love talking about bodybuilding and the gym and workouts, and like that's kind of the whole reason for this, is I want to have something where I can rant about stuff like that and like respond to people if they ask questions, or like help other people out that aren't so informed on this aspect of like their life. So I'm gonna try and make another video. This one's gonna be uploaded Friday, and I'm gonna try and do another one by Tuesday. I really want your guys' feedback on not just the camera, but on just the video quality, content you would want to see. And feel free to subscribe, like, comment, anything. Like reach out on my other social medias. I really appreciate anyone who's watching this. I hope you guys have a great week. Get your food in, get your sleep, get your like recovery, and grind in the gym, because you're going to be so happy later on in your life when you locked in for a small period of time. Keep it real, work hard every single day. You got this.